Good morning. Welcome to AM Sports here with me, Muftawu Nabila. We start from the Ghana Premier League, which made a return this week after the FIFA World Cup break. And after Hearts of Oak solitary win over Nsoatreman on Tuesday, Asante Kotoko responded on Wednesday, coming from a goal down to register a 2-1 victory over Brecum Chelsea on match day 9. The game, which took place at the Bawayara Sports Stadium, saw Eric Zeze draw the Porcupines parity. His first goal of the season for the club after Sapon gave Chelsea the lead before Stephen Mokwala netted the winner for Seydou Zebo's men.
Switch to the far side. That's good play from Emmanuel Sapon. Brecum Chelsea using the width of the field to an advantage. Poor cross. But, oh, that's the first goal! Classic goal from Brecum Chelsea from that faulty pass from Andrews Kojo-Apao. And look at the way they go. Celebration galore. Brecum Chelsea shoot themselves into the lead.
Afo linking up very well there. The moment he gets the ball, he's just looking at that cross. But just look at that clearance. Not the best of clearance, but he falls for Sapon, and what a goal. Yeah, he started the move. Spreading play to the right side. Afo with that one-touch pass, and Essien quickly picking him up on the right, delivers in a wonderful cross. Yeah, Apple should be clearing his lines. It fell for Sapon, and what a hit.
And then he gets the ball as Kotoko come forward. This looks good. It's Stephen Mokwala across the face of goal, and Kotoko are back in the game.
Yeah, Ifege with a pass. Beautiful pass here. And this is what Mokwala loves. Just cutting the ball back, and guess who was there in the right position at that time? It's Zeze.
Epic encounter between Asante Kotoko and Brecum Chelsea as center referee. George Vomawa gets us underway. Kotoko are playing from right to left. Brecum Chelsea will be getting ready to bring on some fresh limbs. Header is on, and that's the second goal. Oh, this was spot on from Stephen Mokwala.
It's a big header to beat Obisetre, who is in tremendous form. Just look at the delivery here. Nobody marking Mokwala. The ball was just slightly behind him and manages to get the header on target to the corner. Just look at him. Amazing header. Setre can't stop that.
Zeze finds Lamte, who gets the ball back. Lovely pass through! Oh! Straight from the copybook. Unfortunately, the movement was a bit too fast.
Yeah, we look at the goal again. It's a lovely pass from Zeze. Look at the finish. Just a little offside.
Now Kotoko come forward through the middle. This looks good. Brecum Chelsea seem to be in trouble. Blasted wide by Steve Mokwala. Threaded through pass nicely by Christopher Nete. The delivery was not the best. And
Let's take a look at the full results of match day 9 in the Ghana Premier League. Gone by was Kumasi Asante Kotoko's 2-1 victory over Brecum Chelsea. That game happened on Wednesday, and Kotoko Royals, they also sat at home and lost 3-0 to Legon Cities. Bechemi United drew 0-0 against Tamale City. Kerala United drew 1-1 against Midiama SC at Camp Park. Dreams FC, without the services of their head coach Ignatius Osei Fosu, 1-2-0 against Kim Faisal. It was the assistant coach of the team, Winfred Dormon, who sat on the technical bench to secure them this win after the league took a break during the FIFA World Cup. Away from the Ghana Premier League, the Minister of Youth and Sports, Muftawu Nabila, has revealed his outfit spent $5 million out of its budgeted $8.16 million for Ghana's participation in the group stages of the FIFA World Cup. Speaking on the floor of Parliament on Wednesday, Yusuf attributed the surplus to his outfit's prudent management of resources.
That you may recall that prior to Ghana's participation to the World Cup, I informed this House that our estimated budget at the group stage was $8,166,200 United States dollars. light of this estimated budget, Mr. Speaker, our total expenditure for the group stage participation amounted to 5,171,840 United States dollars. These expenditures covered appearance fee, per diem, flight arrangements, medicals, equipment, logistics, and hospitality. Mr. Speaker, the reason for the surplus of $3 million after our exit from the group stage is as a result of the ministry's prudent management of resources, as well as the ministry's decision to negotiate on qualification bonus for the next round instead of paying winning bonus per match. What this means is that in spite of our Black Star defeating South Korea in our second group match, we did not pay any winning bonuses to that win. However, we would have paid qualification bonus to the team had they been able to progress from the group stage of the World Cup, regardless of the results of our matches, the group matches. Mr. Speaker, we have adopted is aim at motivating the team to go all out and progress from one stage of a competition to the other, and also to ensure prudent management of resources.
After Ghana's last group game against Uruguay in the FIFA World Cup, head coach of the team, Muftawu Nabila, resigned immediately. Well, reports are that the Ghana Football Association and the Ministry of Youth and Sports have started discussions on who replaces Muftawu Nabila. Well, a former Chief Executive Officer of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Herbert Mensah, has urged the Ghana Football Association to raise the bar in their search for a new head coach of the Black Stars. That is after Muftawu Nabila left the team following Ghana's abysmal performance at the Mundial. Herbert has been speaking exclusively to Joy Sports.
I see some people within the FA saying, we didn't choose the right coach, or he was the wrong coach. But you chose the coach. What was the criteria? What were you hoping? What was the background experience? What was the CV? What is exactly that did you want to achieve? And the others were saying, oh, it is okay, we will try again next time. You see, so all three responses in terms of where you're going are peculiar to me. I really hope at some point we get an FA that sets the bar, the target so high, that like countries like Saudi and Iran, like Morocco, with a wonderful local coach. He was a great local coach. What he had done, achieved at Wydad, you could see the players had bought into it, who understood modern football. And I was watching him the other day on a Zoom conference call where Arteta was taking it from Arsenal, analyzing a rare victory for Arsenal over Man City. And he was learning, his student of the game, of third-party interest. They don't make accusations. Whether they're true or whether they're false, the critical issue is that we don't have them. Then we actually decide that, is the quality of coach that we choose good enough to coach Morocco or Egypt or Tunisia or any of the countries? If the question is yes, then you know that you're on the right track. If you lower the bar, then you can't complain, if that's where you see Ghana to be. But believe me, I think the 32 million Ghanaians, or however many we are, see ourselves as better than that. After a very poor AFCON, after a bad match with South Africa, after a good, lucky victory over Nigeria, after a very poor preparation series of matches leading into the World Cup, and then getting into the World Cup where maybe people felt that different time, different circumstances, different technical bench, maybe we could have beaten Portugal, maybe we could have done better in other particular matches. The fact of the matter is that we don't. And when the big test came against Uruguay, we were found wanting technically and in other areas, in other ways. So the future, I think we need to be sad. We need to be proud of our players because that's who we've got. We really have to. But I think internally, the FA has got to look at itself first and foremost rather than the players.
It hasn't been a good year in terms of Ghana's participation in major competitions. The Black Stars exited the African Cup of Nations 2021 without a single victory. The Black Stars again performed woefully in the just ended FIFA World Cup. Other national teams, especially the Black Starlets, Black Satellites, Black Maidens, Black Princesses and Black Queens have all struggled But up next is an assignment for the Black Galaxies, who will depart Accra for Egypt on Saturday to continue their preparations for the Championship of the African Nations in Algeria next month. That competition starts on January 13. The team has been camping at Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence at Pram Pram for the past 2 weeks as part of the build-up to the Continental Showcase. The team will play a number of high-profile international friendlies during their stay in Egypt in readiness for the tournament, which starts on Friday, 13th January 2023. The Black Galaxies, they are in a group that has Sudan, Madagascar, and Morocco. They will open their campaign against Madagascar on January 14 before coming up against. To other stories, where former Ghana international Prince Tagoe has been remanded in police custody until January 4, 2023 for alleged defrauding of Black Stars assistant coach George Boateng of about $40,000 by an Accra High Court. According to the case briefly presented to the court by the prosecutor, George Boateng said he wanted to buy 4x4 Lexus and Prince Tagoe offered to import the car for $40,000. George Boateng made the said amount paid the said amount to Prince Tagoe on January 8, 2021, which he acknowledged he received for in a telephone conversation. Tagoe promised to deliver the vehicle toward March ending, but he failed to fulfill the promise. He then called Boateng to plead for an additional 2 weeks to deliver the obligation, but never did again. Boateng came down to Ghana on April 27 to receive the vehicle, but it was still not delivered. Tagoe told Boateng he couldn't honor the promise because he used the money to take care of an urgent personal issue. This is how we wrap up AM Sports here with me, Muftawu Nabila. We appreciate your company. The show continues right after this round of messages.